Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am sharing another family home, which I'm very excited to share with you guys because I think this house turned out to be really adorable, but I'm also really excited because I am back building in the Pancakes neighborhood, and it's been a while since I built here, but now that I've built this house, I only have one more lot to finish in this neighborhood, and then it's completely done, and I am so excited about that. It's really nice seeing things come together for my save file. And I hope you guys will like this house. It ends up being a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And I think that's a pretty good size for this lot because it's a 30 by 20 lot. And we're diagonal across the street from the Pancakes house, just in case you guys weren't exactly sure where I'm building. There's no house here originally, so I've just been kind of taking my time to figure out exactly what I wanted to build here. But recently I came across this image of a house over on Pinterest, and I think it was like a painting, but it was so pretty. What really struck me about that house was the exterior color was blue, and then it had these black shutters, but then it had all of this pop of red in the landscaping, and I just thought it was so pretty, and I really wanted to build it in The Sims, so I thought it would go nice in this neighborhood because I think it kind of goes with this style of the rest of the houses. I mean, not exactly, but I think it kind of works. So hopefully you guys will like it. And then for the family for this house, I was trying to think of them as I was building, and I still don't have it exactly worked out, so I don't really know what the parents do for a living. So of course, if you guys have any ideas, definitely let me know. But they do have 2 kids and then a toddler, so 2 child Sims, and one of them's a boy and one of them's a girl. Maybe they're twins, I'm not exactly sure. That's kind of what I was thinking as I was building this, but they do each have their own rooms. And then the toddler, I do imagine that it's a boy too. And I was really happy to be able to fit so many kids in this house because I really want this neighborhood to be quite a family neighborhood where every house has multiple kids. The only one that doesn't though is the little pink house. So if you guys do remember, if you saw it, I did a renovation of that house, and I did decorate that house to be for a grandma and her granddaughter. And I think that's really cute. So I'm really happy about that. And then there's the Pancakes house, and they have 2 kids. They have a child Sim that's a girl and then a toddler that's a boy. And I was so happy to give them kids. I think they turned out to be really adorable. And then the yellow house, that's the house at the end of the street by the river. I think it's called Riverside Roost, if I remember correctly. But either way, I really like that house. I think it ends up being a really cute renovation. And for that family, I think I haven't exactly worked out the mom's careers or anything, but they have adopted 3 kids. There's, I think, a boy kid who is a child Sim, and then they think they're going to have a girl toddler, and then they want to adopt a baby too, because I did decorate that house to have a nursery, so I'm not sure if they're going to adopt one before I release my save file or if that's something I'm going to build into their story. I haven't exactly worked it out, but yeah, I really like that family. I think they are so cute, and the Sims that I've created so far for that household I think are just adorable. They're some of my favorites. And then the house that's to the left of this one has given me so much trouble. I tried renovating it a month ago, I think. It's been a while anyways. And I tried 3 or 4 attempts, I can't exactly remember, but I was really struggling with color schemes and layouts, and I think what was giving me the hardest time was that it ended up looking so much like the Pancakes house, and I didn't want it to be the exact same house. I do want all of the houses to be a little bit different from one another and a little bit distinct and have character, so I'm not sure if I should completely give up on the idea of renovating it and just build a house completely from scratch. What do you guys think I should do? I think I'll try to renovate it maybe one more time. We'll see how it goes. Maybe now that we have new windows and doors and some new wallpapers, maybe I'll be able to do something a little bit different. We'll see what happens, but I might just give up and completely just build a brand new house on that lot because sometimes just renovations don't work out, and I got so discouraged by that house. It was so frustrating, and it's been a while since I've done a renovation, so I really want to do another one, but I'm not exactly sure which one I want to do. Maybe another one in Selva Dorada or maybe a community lot. Not exactly sure, but we will see how it goes. But anyway, so I am working on the floor plan now, and the houses pretty much came together. I think the hardest part about building this house was the floor plan. It wasn't really coming together very easily. The downstairs layout especially was kind of difficult because the living room ended up being kind of long and narrow, and I didn't really have a separate space to put a dining room, so the dining table ends up being in the kitchen, so I kind of just put it in that bay window area. And I will apologize because I did use the round table again, and I've realized that I have probably overused that recently, so I'll try my hardest not to do it for a while, especially with the bay windows. But for this house, it wasn't really my plan going in to do that, but it just kind of worked out. So sorry to be repetitive. I don't really like to do that, but sometimes I feel like I get kind of stuck in using certain items for a while because I just end up liking them or a certain way I use them, and then I just kind of overdo it for a few builds. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's something that I notice every once in a while, so I'll try to be better at it, but I still think it turns out really nice. But here I am working on the landscaping, and like I mentioned, the painting that I saw of this house that inspired this build had this beautiful pop of red in the landscaping, so that's why I chose the flowers that I did. And I really wish we had a more variety of rose bushes. I feel like these ones are a little bit hard to use, but I tried to make them work. I was sizing some of them up and sizing some of them down and mixing them with different greenery, but I feel like what I wasn't really liking about them is that the greenery is a little bit dark, so it doesn't really match a lot of the other plants that we have. Maybe that's just me being picky, but that was something that I noticed. But I still like the way it turned out. And then here in the back, it was kind of small, so I don't really have a whole lot of space to work with. I didn't really realize how much this house was going to take up of this lot, but either way, I still think it turns out to be a really nice backyard. I managed to fit, I think, a swing set back here and a few pots for doing some gardening. I can't exactly remember. I actually built this house, I think, a week ago. I've been a little bit behind with voiceovers. I'm ahead on editing though. I have videos edited, but voiceovers are taking me some time. So if I forget anything, that's why. But yeah, I think that's what I included in the backyard. And then the porches, I did include a few activities I think the back porch ends up only having a couple seating areas, and then the side porch in the front has a chess table. So not a whole lot of activities, but I think it turns out to be really nice. And I really like these pathways that I created to the back. The backyard was kind of inspired by the Pancakes house because it is kind of closed in by these hedges, and then it has a couple of gates, so it looks like the fence is kind of built into the hedges. Oh yeah, that's right, I put a toddler pool back here. I thought that was kind of cute. Oh, and something I haven't mentioned yet is the hanging baskets that I used on the house. I think that turned out to be so nice. I think it looks really good. Those baskets did come with cats and dogs, and I was so happy that they came in that bright red color. And I wish I could have sized them up a little bit. If I sized them up, they would have been way too big. But I wish they were just a little bit bigger than they are, but I still think they turned out to be really cute. I really like the way they looked on the porches anyways, and yeah, I think that was kind of a nice effect. I really hope we get hanging baskets eventually. I kind of thought they were going to come with Strangerville because I think it was either in the trailer or maybe just a screenshot, but you can see that there's hanging baskets hanging from some of the RVs, but sadly it didn't come with that pack, but hopefully we will get it eventually. And yeah, I don't know. There were so many things that I thought were going to come with that pack that didn't. I still like it though. I have a lot of fun building in that area, and I still haven't done the gameplay. Do you guys think it's too late to share it on my channel? I still want to. I think I'm going to record it this weekend. I was wanting to record it last weekend, but I ended up not having enough time, and then I've been trying to get back into the Not So Berry, so any gameplay that I've done, I've spent time doing that. So I don't know, maybe I've missed my opportunity to share it. Maybe people aren't interested in watching it anymore. Would you guys still be interested? Please let me know. I think I will still record it, and then if you guys are interested in watching it, I'll share it. Maybe I'll just share it in bundles, try to record it in a 4-part series or 5-part series, and then share it in 2 videos at a time. What do you guys think about that? That's kind of my idea or plan so far, so we'll see how it goes, because I still want to kind of see what the storyline is about. That way I mean, I've spent all of this effort not spoiling myself. I haven't watched anybody's videos on it. I haven't even looked at Tumblr because I don't want to see screenshots. And yeah, I think if I put this much effort into not spoiling it for myself, then I might as well enjoy the story. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. But here I am decorating the back porch. I just do a little seating area, and I was going to put the chess table right here, but I end up moving the chess table to the front porch, and I think that turns out to be really cute. I really like the back area though. I think it ends up being a really nice kind of lounge hangout area. You can barbecue back there. You can watch the toddler play in the pool, or the kids play on the swing set, whatever you want to do. And then here in the front, I also just put a few of these regular potted plant decorations that I thought would look nice back here. And I really liked using those watering cans that are used as planters. I thought those were really cute. And then right here, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to add, so I just ended up putting a table right here. And I thought about putting the workbench, but I really didn't have an idea of what the parents did for hobbies and stuff. So maybe once I get the parents' careers and their hobbies worked out, I'll know exactly what to put there. I'll be able to put, I don't know, an art easel or the workbench. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the table looks nice, but I think it might be nicer to have like a different activity or something. But here I am just picking out the flooring and wallpapers, and I end up using this flooring that came with Jungle Adventure. It is my favorite flooring in game, so same with those round tables. I probably overuse it, but I felt like it really worked in here. And then for the wallpapers, I end up going with really light colors. For most of the house, I end up using this really light beige color that I thought was really pretty with these floorboards. And then for the bedrooms, I end up going with really light colors. I didn't want them to stand out too much, but the decorations that I end up using in the kids' rooms are I go kind of crazy. I use a lot of decorations, but I think it looks really good. The toddler's room, I think, ends up being a lot more simpler and just kind of a soft kind of toddler's room, but I really like it. And then I use this light colored tile in the bathrooms. And then that little room that's by the back door is a laundry room. I thought about making it an office, but I really wanted a laundry room in this house. I thought it would look good. So that's what I end up doing. And then the office space is in the parents' bedroom. And each of the kids have their own desks as well, so they can sit and do their homework. But here I am working on the kitchen. This kitchen was kind of a bit awkward. It's a different shape, I think, to probably any kitchen that I've done, but I think it looks really nice. I do kind of struggle with what to do with this dining area. I do like the way it looks in the end. And I end up using this black wood for the dining table and the dining chairs, and it kind of took over most of the house. I end up using a lot darker colors, and I felt like that looked really good because originally I was going to go for this light brown color, and I felt like it just, I don't know, it was getting a little bit too brown with the floors and then the beige walls and then the tile and everything was just a little bit too matchy. And so I think just adding a little bit of darker colors really added some nice contrast, and I felt like it was really pretty in here. And I do end up leaving these counters in this white color. I thought about changing them to be the black swatch of these ones, but I felt like the white looked really nice. But we really need new kitchen counters in the game. It's been so long since we've got them. The last ones that we got were with Jungle Adventure, and I can't remember how long ago. It's been a while though since we got that pack. What I would really like is another pack like Parenthood, not exactly in the same art style, but something like Parenthood where we got a lot of new furniture, we got new things added to gameplay. I feel like I just really want another family-oriented pack that comes in more cozier type furniture, or just a furniture pack. I would definitely be up for just a furniture pack that gave us new counters and couches and beds, and nothing added to gameplay. I think I'd be totally fine with that, but I don't think it'll ever happen. But here I am decorating the counters. I really wanted this house to look lived in, but because this kitchen was kind of an awkward shape, it was a little bit difficult to add a bunch of decorations, but I do end up being able to fit kind of an island in here, but I end up using a dining table instead of actual island counters, and I just kind of clutter it up with a few different decorations, like some fruit. I pull out, I think, some apples from the debug menu and some wooden spoons and a few other things I can't exactly remember, but I think it looks really cute. And then I do put that bar stool up next to the table. Your Sims should be able to sit there, but they won't be able to sit there and eat, and their legs will probably clip into the counters, but either way, I think it looks really nice. But here I am just finding some different items to put on top of the table. And I used the red shelf to get a few of the things at the right level. I've really been enjoying using that clutter decoration that has the condiments like the ketchup and mustard and I think like hot sauce or whatever, but I've been using that red shelf to raise it down to where you can't see the block that it sits on, so it actually looks like it's sitting on the table surface, and I think that looks really good. But here I am just making this counter a little bit smaller. I wanted to be able to fit the high chair next to this counter, and there really wasn't a whole lot of space for it, so I do have to move a few things around. I could have, of course, put the high chair at the table that's the island or the table that's the dining table, but I felt like it would just look a little bit better if it wasn't clipped to anything. But here I am moving on into the living room, and as you can see, it is really long and narrow, so I kind of struggled with it a little bit. I was trying to center up the furniture, but I felt like it would look a little bit awkward if everything was in the middle of the room, so I ended up putting the living space over here in this corner, and the other side of the living room, I think I ended up putting the Don't Wake the Llama table. I was going to put this piano, but it was just way too large for the space. I did mention this a couple videos ago in the Victorian house that I did in Strangerville. I mentioned how it would be really nice if we got another piano that was a little bit kind of normal looking, not like a grand piano or a keyboard. I think that would be so usable in most houses and a lot more realistic too. So we'll see if it ever comes. I would definitely really like to see that. But here I am adding a shelf above the couch. I thought this would look really nice with a bunch of clutter decorations above it. And then I put this painting, which is one of my favorites in game. It's a base game painting of these snowy mountains. And I just really like it. I think it's a really pretty painting, and I like that it came in a black frame because it matched a lot of the furniture in here. And then I put that red watering can. I know I used that same decoration on the porch, but I thought it would look so cute up there on that corner shelf. And then there's the Don't Wake the Llama table. I didn't put the actual Don't Wake the Llama game on top of the table because if you don't do that, you can play other games. I think you can just play cards. Maybe one other thing, I'm not exactly sure, but I felt like it looked nice without the Don't Wake the Llama on the table, but you can of course add it if you would like to. And then I just put a TV above the fireplace, and then that basket decoration that came with laundry day is so cute. And it came in a swatch that had gray and black, so I had to use it in that swatch. And then on top of the fireplace, I just put some books and then this log decoration that came with the holiday update around Christmas time. That is such a cute decoration. Normally, I think I would probably try to put it in the fireplace that it came with because it's kind of seasonal looking, but I thought it looked really nice up there on top of the fireplace anyways. And then here I have a side table in the hallway, and I used it in this black color, and I thought it looked so nice with that painting that I put above it. And that painting is another one of my favorite base game paintings. I think it is so pretty with like the country kind of scenery in it, but it also came in a black frame, which looked really good for the color scheme that I was going for. And then I also put some decorations up on that table, and I think that's basically it for the hallway. I'm not really sure if I add anything else in there, but this is going to be the downstairs bathroom. It's pretty simply decorated, but I was able to fit a stand-up shower in here and a few decorations that I thought would look nice, and I think it ends up being a pretty cute little bathroom. And then over here is the laundry room like I mentioned, but of course if you want to repurpose it to something else, it could be a good hobby room or a skill building room. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it looks pretty adorable as a laundry room. And Laundry Day is one of my favorite packs. I think it's probably in my top 5 out of all of the packs. I think it is really a good pack. It has really nice Create a Sim items. I love the art style of the build and buy, and I think it came with some really good stuff. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be getting any more stuff packs. I've heard rumors that we're not going to anyways. And I wouldn't be surprised because it has been a year since we got the last one. And the last one was my first pet stuff, which didn't go over very well because a lot of people were upset that it required cats and dogs for it to be totally functional. And that didn't really bother me so much. I think what bothered me most about that pack was the Create a Sim items because I didn't want any more pet clothes. I didn't want that at all. And then the actual Create a Sim items were just recolors of base game stuff. I don't know. I felt like that wasn't very impressive, but I do really like the kids' room decorations. I think they're adorable, and the curtains and a few other things I really do like. But here I am moving on into the upstairs, and this is going to be the family bathroom, so it's the only other bathroom in the build. The parents don't have an ensuite. I didn't really have room to do that, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But in here I was able to fit a bathtub, and it's a pretty good sized bathroom, and I like the way it's decorated. I think it is just a nice cozy bathroom, and here I'm just cluttering up the counters with a few decorations. It's not overly cluttered, but there's a few things like some makeup and soaps, and there's a toddler potty in there, of course, because we do have a toddler in this build. And then here in the upstairs landing area, I just add a few decorations, just some paintings and a plant. I think I put a clock and a bookcase in here. And then over here, I do use this same side table that I used downstairs because I liked it so much down there. And I just put a few decorations on it. I have that lamp, the same ones that I used downstairs too, and then a plant, and then a few picture frames, and then I think I put one other thing on there. I can't exactly remember, but I think it looks really nice. And then over here is going to be the parents' bedroom, and their bedroom was also kind of awkwardly shaped like the downstairs rooms, kind of long and narrow, but it does end up being a pretty nice bedroom, and I was able to fit a computer desk in here. It is kind of crowded, so I definitely made sure to play test this to make sure the Sims could use the computer and also get to the other side of the bed, but everything seemed to work fine, so hopefully you guys won't have any problems. The room is pretty simply decorated. I didn't feel like it needed to be overly cluttered, so I kept it quite simple, but I really do like it. And then this is going to be the first kids' bedroom that I decorate, and I love the way this room turned out. I think it is so adorable. It is so colorful and so fun. So this room I did imagine was going to be the boys' bedroom, and I tried adding a lot of decorations that had to do with animals in here because I kind of imagined that maybe he wants to be a veterinarian when he grows up and he's just a total animal lover, and I just thought that would be really cute. So I'm not exactly sure what all of his traits are going to be, but probably like loves the outdoors and maybe outgoing or something. I'm not exactly sure. I wish there was like a general like animal lover trait because you can only pick between being like a cat lover or a dog lover, and then when you're older you can have the aspiration to be like a veterinarian, and then you're an animal lover. I kind of wish you just liked animals in general. I don't know. I think that would be kind of a nice trait. But anyways, I put a computer desk over here. This is one of my favorite tricks to do with those bookcases that came with, I think, kids' room stuff. But they look really good when I merge them into that simple desk that's base game. At least I really like it anyways. And I like cluttering it up with a bunch of toys and decorations. And then over here on the side table, I put a bunch of other toys. This room is really cluttered, but I really like it. I think kids' rooms are so fun. And that backpack that I placed in the center of the room, I actually forgot to put anywhere else. I do move it, I think, closer to the bed, but when I went to go take the screenshots, I was like, oh, I didn't do anything with this backpack. I just left it in the center of the room. But this is going to be the other kid's bedroom, and I love the way this room turns out. I think it is also really fun. It's also very decorated like the other one. But for this room, I really wanted it to be kind of like a Void Critters bedroom. So I imagined that the kid that lives here in this room is really into Void Critters. Like, they're absolutely obsessed. They have the stickers or the decals all over their walls. They have all of the toys. I think I even managed to fit that video game thing for the Void Critters here. It's a little bit crowded, but hopefully it all works. I do kind of shuffle a few of the things around, like the bookcase and the chair, trying to find the best layout for the items in this room. And I was thinking that I put a desk in here, but I don't think I ended up doing that now that I remember, because there were so many things that I wanted to include in this room. This bedroom could have honestly been like twice as big as this, and I still would have had like tons of stuff to add. Here in just a second, I go through and I add a bunch of like clutter decorations. And of course, there's tons of posters on the walls, and I think it's just really cute. But what I really like about this room is, I think, the dresser area, because I put a bunch of toys and stuff on top of the dresser, and I think it looks so good. I even use those Void Critter displays or inserts. I'm not exactly sure what they are exactly. I think they are the things that actually go into the video game thing. I've never really played with it, but I thought they looked so good as decoration. But here's the dresser area, and I just put a bunch of toys up here, and I just think it looks super, super cute, and I just really like the way that turned out. This wall over here was kind of a bit awkward, so I just put a mirror and then this little organizer thing, and I thought that looked really good. But this is basically it for their room. And then the last room that I decorate is going to be the toddler's room, and it's pretty simply decorated. I still think it's really adorable, but it's definitely not as overly decorated or cluttered as the other kids' rooms. But what I really liked about this room was the color scheme. I kind of really liked the orange and green, and I'm not sure if I've ever used that color combination before, but I really liked it in here, especially the way it tied into this shelf with like the caterpillar on it. I thought it just matched perfectly. And then over here I do create a changing table using a dresser and an ottoman. I do that a lot in toddlers' rooms and nurseries, but I think it looks so good, and it's definitely something that I would like to see come in a pack, hopefully eventually when they update babies or something. That would be so nice. But that is basically it for their room too. I just add a few toys and decorations around, and then we are on to the screenshot. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this house, and I hope you guys do enjoy the screenshot. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. wanna take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love